What is up, YouTube? That's here, bringing you guys another VGC 2015 replay. We're using Latios, Milotic, Mega Manecric, and Aegislash today, leading off against Santa, who has Gardevoir, Infernape, Thundurus, and Ferrothorn. We're still using the Mega Manecric for a couple more games, and I'm on a little bit of a Latios kick right now. I think Latios is actually pretty good. It helps check genies, and it just checks all the other dragons. So I actually don't have a problem using Latios right now. It also helps check things like Terrakion and other common Kangaskhan counters, as well as Heatran with HP Ground. And it's always been one of my favorites in singles, so I really like using Latios. We're using it for the next few games, and we're just going to hop into this game and hopefully show off some pretty cool plays featuring some of my favorite Pokemon. So Santa's issuing a challenge, leading off Infernape Gardevoir. Potential fake out Hyper Voice, a bunch of threatening physical and special attacks from this thing. Infernape can either be mixed, it can be full offensive physical, full offensive special, be a full support with like taunt and fake out and stuff. So Infernape can actually pull out a lot of really cool moves. We're obviously going to see Gardevoir Mega Evolve, gaining that Pixelate ability, and being able to dish out a ton of AoE damage, as Latios is just going to go for Protect. I don't want to really eat that like fake out Hyper Voice. We're going to see the fake out is actually going to come onto my Milotic, so it looked like he actually wasn't scared of my Latios one bit, which is kind of messed up. I mean, this is Bormer Uber over here. You should be scared of Latios, but Latios is going to be the coward here. It's going to hide away, run, going into Aegislash here. Don't really want to eat a Hyper Voice from that thing. So we're going to protect with my Milotic this turn as he goes for a close combat onto that Milotic slot, as well as a second Hyper Voice. So Aegislash is going to take a bit of chip damage, but I think I have stabilized. Milotic is at a little bit over half. Aegislash is at about 95%, and we are going to force Gardevoir out with this switch-in of Aegislash here. Switching in with his Ferrothorn of all Pokemon. So Ferrothorn, not a terrible switch-in here. I decided to actually pop a King Shield first, because I want to know if he's running Flare Blitz or Overheat. He decides to ignore the Aegislash and go for a close combat on Milotic, actually not even picking up the KO because I am so bulky, but what it will do is it will activate my Citrus Berry. So Citrus Berry is going to go off, it's going to restore 30% of my HP, and it's going to let my Milotic have a chance to fire off a Scald onto this Infernape, who has drastically lowered its defenses, as well as eating a super effective Scald is going to allow me to activate its Focus Sash, leaving it at 1 HP. I wish it was the Orbed Infernape, You know those days you just wish they were orbs and you're just like, oh man. I love seeing Sash ones because that's the correct item, but man, those Infernapes that have the orbs are free. It's just like Bisharp. When you see like orbed Bisharp, you're like, oh man, this is gonna be so easy. Anyways, back to the game. We are going offensive stance, and we're going for a Shadow Ball on Ferrothorn, and I'm pretty sure the Infernape protected that turn. He didn't want to eat anything from Latios. So we're going to eat a Leech Seed. It's not really the end of the world here. And this is where I think I make a pretty cool play with the next few turns, which is actually going to change the way the rest of the game looks. So Ferrothorn's going to restore a little bit of health thanks to Leftovers and Leech Seed. Great combo there. I love seeing that stuff. It's one of the only ways to really restore health with that guy. As we see, Infernape's getting withdrawn, right? Coming in with Thundurus, a Genie with Prankster, and Latios is going to go for a Protect here. Just because I wasn't sure what the Ferrothorn really wanted to do, and I wanted to go for a Shadow Ball on the Infernape slot, which is now Thundurus. So far, I'm pretty sure I have a free turn, and we see Thunder Wave, right? So Thunder Wave is a move that Ferrothorn commonly packs, and I didn't know if he had it. I was definitely using Protect to test those waters a little bit. And since we see Thunder Wave, remember what our Mega is. It's that really bad Pokemon, it's that Manecric Pokemon. But Manecric actually has access to a really cool ability. Its regular form's ability is Lightning Rod, so we're going to be able to withdraw our Aegislash, which was an offensive stance. We're going to switch in on a Swagger, which is very dangerous, but I mean, it's not the end of the world. I'd rather switch in on Swagger. Well, I would much rather switch in on a Thunderbolt. Wouldn't that have been awesome? But we're switching in there. We're getting a KO on the Thundurus with a Ice Beam from Latios that is made to check mostly Landorus, but also works on Thundurus as well. And here's the kicker. We already know what Ferrothorn's using. It's going for the Thunder Wave. It's going to get redirected into Manetric's Lightning Rod, giving it a 1.5 special attack boost. So we took out the Thundurus, we avoided the Thunder Wave, and we gave our Manetric a 1.5 special attack boost. I will take it. And we already know that his last couple Pokemon are going to be Gardevoir. So Gardevoir can one-shot both these guys with a Hyper Voice, I'm pretty sure. So we're just going to try our best. This is the best play I have to stop this. Don't knock it until you try it. I actually thought that I was going to KO this thing. So I'm going to get lucky this turn. I'm going to give you guys some spoilers here. We're going for an Intimidate, not really doing that much here. We're going to see Ferrothorn Protect, and I'm sure you guys know what I'm going to do on the Milotic. This is the standard single strat of just going for Ice Beam. My moveset is Protect, Draco, HP Ground, and Ice Beam. So Ice Beam does the most damage to Gardevoir. We actually pick up a freeze, and I'm like, I have a +1/5 special attack. I can just finish this thing off with Volt Switch. And I don't finish it off with Volt Switch. If I didn't froze it, I would have definitely lost my Latios that turn. I was also lucky to even have a chance to attack. So the freeze is definitely too cool. What is it? What's some more puns I can make? I don't know. Freeze mattered, and I'm very appreciative of the freeze. I always freeze with Ice Beam. I mean, every Pokemon should learn Ice Beam. It's the best move in the game. Freezes every time. So anyways, we're going to get a second Intimidate off on that Ferrothorn. Gardevoir is still frozen solid. As we see Aegislash is going to obviously stance into Blade form and pick up a KO on that thing with Shadow Ball. So, like I said, if I didn't get the freeze, this game would have been Latios-less. And if I didn't get the freeze and my Manecric hit itself with Confusion, I would have lost both my Pokemon there. Like that's some pretty dangerous stuff. But looking back at it, like even though I still would have had I still have a couple Pokemon left. Like I still have Aegislash, and I think I still have my Milotic left too. So it's not just automatically game over if I lost both those Pokemon there, but the freeze is definitely what's keeping me ahead in this game. That's the best way to say it. He's going to go for a Fire Blast. He's actually going to miss the Fire Blast. Oh my goodness. Missing Fire Blast on an offensive stance Aegislash. Womp, womp, womp. Sad panda over there. So Infernape is going to go down as we see another Leech Seed. This is probably his third or fourth Leech Seed of the game. It's ridiculous. And this is now his last Pokemon, going to be the Ferrothorn here. And you guys already know that there's like no way Ferrothorn comes back from this type of board. He can Leech Seed everything he wants. We're going to switch to Aegislash because that thing actually has like Leech Seed on it. In a Manecric who has a super effective fire attack, and I think I'm gonna try and either burn it or put it like freeze it. Yeah, I go for the burn. It'd have been funny if I froze it though with an Ice Beam, wouldn't it? I think it would have been hilarious. So anyways, we go for the Scald. We don't get the burn as we see a Leech Seed come off on a Manecric. On a Milotic. All we really have to do here is just use Flamethrower and switch out the other things that get Leech Seeded. It's not really that hard. And I don't remember if he actually like protects or waits this out, but you guys can pretty much tell from this point I'm going to win the game. Manecric is good in this situation. I've intimidated it like 3 times and he just decides to run right there. So pretty good game. I got a very lucky freeze, but I also made some pretty cool plays swapping in on the Thunder Waves, and yeah, I got more, I would say, luck greater than skill that game, but I'll take it. So thank you guys for watching this game. I hope you enjoyed these few games I've had with Mega Manecric. I don't think I'm going to be using it that much more. Maybe one more game, I don't know. But thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.